Hey Songbird, Kerri Ho from the Songbird for another tea time together. And you know what? I just have to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I mean, I put out the very first tea time with Kerri just last week, and it was, you know, I didn't really know if anybody would care, if it would help anyone, if it would encourage anyone. But you know, the overwhelming response that I've received from you is just completely amazing. And yeah, so I just want to thank you. Thank you so much. And so hence here I am again with another tea time. I really personally really love doing these videos for you. You know, I dare say I even love doing these even more than the singing tutorials. And it's not because I don't like doing the singing tutorials, but I just love sort of creating this atmosphere where we can just hang out, you know, and yeah, just kind of just let loose a little bit and yeah, just sort of forget about being a coach or the performance side of things, and really just, you know, connect with you on a heart-to-heart level. I really seriously thank you for that opportunity. You know, you're watching this video, so you're actually allowing me to take space in your life and in your busy schedule, so I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I hope you've got your hot beverage all there and that you're, you know, ready to just kick back a little bit and chill out. I'm going to show you what I'm drinking. This, my friend, is an amazing cup of tea. Now, it probably looks a little weird right now. I'll show you in a second because I'm just going to let it brew for a couple of minutes. I've only just poured the hot water in. But this is what it is, okay? This is just one of the most awesome teas. And if you can see there, what it is a mixture of, that's a lemon verbena leaf, okay, lemon verbena, and also, oh, don't know if you can really tell because it is all dried up and everything, but and that's a mint leaf. Okay, so mint leaves and lemon verbena, and I have to have a big shout out to Heather, my wonderful songbird, who gave that to me from her garden. So this is actually, it was actually fresh, and I dried it and I've made it into a tea. And so let's just see what it turns out to look like, okay, now that it's been brewing for a few minutes now. So here it is, the lemon verbena and the mint are in there. Oh, look at that. Now that, my songbird, is an awesome cup of tea. Now you're like, what on earth are those little things, orange things in there? Goji berries, okay? Goji berries are seriously one of the earth's most amazing superfoods. Very healthy for you. I got that from the organic shop. And this is just awesome. I have to have a sip now. So go ahead and have a sip of your cup of whatever it is that you're drinking. And do share below what it is that you are drinking. If you are drinking something, I would love to know. Oh, it's a bit hot. Just burnt my tongue there, but that is amazing. All right, I'm going to seriously enjoy that one. All right, so today I have something to, yeah, I just wanted to sort of continue a little bit from the last tea time where we talked about the fact that, you know, so you've got to really ask yourself, how much do you want to sing well? You know, that it's not necessarily about talent and about, oh, am I gifted enough, am I good enough, but the question is more, how much do I want it? And I just want to follow that up with, you know, a question for you actually, Songbird, and this is a really important question, and the question is, why do you sing? Why do you sing? I mean, you might be thinking, like, why do we have to consider that? I actually think that when you know your why, like when you really know your reason why you do something, whether it's singing or some other thing that you spend your time doing, when the going gets tough, right? Like when it gets really tough, you know, in those moments where you're just like, I'm fooling myself, you know, I'm never going to be good enough. Like, what? I'm wasting my time. Then you go back to your why, and that is going to be the thing that fuels you on. Okay. And your why, you know, is like, everyone's why is going to be different, right? So you need to dig deep inside yourself and ask why, you know. I'm gonna share with you why I sing. You know, it really isn't anything that profound. I actually started singing from a very young age, and I don't mean professionally. What I mean is I just sort of, I was always singing from a little young age, from a very young age, and I just sang because I loved it. Like, it just gave me so much joy, even from a little kid, you know, even when I was a little kid, I just loved to sing. It was the only time that I felt like I could truly express myself. This is another story for another day, but I actually used to be a really, really shy kid. And you're probably like, yeah, right, Kerri, you shy? Yeah, it's true. I'll tell you more about that some other time. But I really was. I was a really shy kid. I was really, really timid. I had a lot of fear in me and a lot of anxiety. But singing was the only thing that really set me free, that really gave me joy. And so if you come back to the why, it really is summarized in one word, which is joy. And the thing is, it started off with me feeling joy, but then I realized that as I grew older and I had opportunities to actually sing in front of other people, I found that it actually gave other people joy as well. That, when I shared my songs, as imperfect as they were, and as technically horrible my voice was at an early point, just the power of song really brings joy to people. And so I can say that that is my basic why of why I sing, joy, joy, joy. It gives me joy, it gives others joy. And that leads me to tell you why I actually started the Songbird Tree. Because I think for me, this is really important, you probably don't realize this, but doing what I do, so coaching singers all around the world and just having, the online presence, and making programs and making videos and stuff, like it's not an easy life. I often feel overwhelmed and I often feel like, like I'm not measuring up. Every time I put a video out there, I'm like, oh my goodness, I hope someone likes this. I struggle with my own insecurities as well. It may not look like that, but I do. And anyway, and so it's a hard life sometimes, sometimes it's like, I doubt myself and all that sort of thing, or I get really tired and overwhelmed and I wonder why I'm doing it. And I need to always come back to this why, which I'm about to share with you. Otherwise, it's really easy for me to just give it all up, and my why is that, I really feel called. I really feel a sense of calling, that my life is to actually help people to flourish and to become all that they are created to be. That I feel is my sort of, big mission in life, and it's not like, I heard God's booming voice from heaven say, you are to help people fulfill their potential, go forth and conquer. No, it wasn't anything like that, but I've just noticed myself, as I've gone through life, that's what I love to do. I can't help but see other people's potential that they can't even see, and then help them to see it themselves, and then help them to realize it. I just can't help it. And then singing just happens to be the journey I've been on. I've been on such a long and hard and arduous road to trying to become a good singer myself, that as I have been doing that, I sort of like feel really excited every time I learn something new, and I just want to show someone, I want to teach someone. So I feel like now that I've sort of gone through that journey for over a decade now, yes, I know that makes me sound old. Anyway, it's been a long road. Anyway. And I started really early. No, I didn't actually. Anyway, let's just go back to what I was saying. So yeah, the long and arduous road, and every time I've learned something, I've just been like really excited to share it. So singing is the thing that I know now. I know it inside out, back to front. Of course I still have a lot to learn, but compared to any other subject on earth, it's probably the thing that I know quite well, right? And so I feel like my mission on earth is to help singers in particular fulfill their full potential and to flourish. And I believe that when people flourish, people will change the world. Just think about it. When you're feeling like you're flourishing, like you're fully alive, like you're growing, that really fuels you, because you become very passionate about your life, and everything that you do just has life. You know what I mean? And so in that sense, you change the world around you, just by showing up with passion, with joy, flourishing and growing as a human being. And so because I believe that flourishing people change the world, I just love the fact that I get to help people flourish through singing, because singing helps people flourish. It really does. Just think about yourself when you sing. How do you feel when you sing? Even when you're like really sad or having a bad day or angry or whatever, you might be having really negative emotions. But when you start singing, or even when you hear someone else sing, like on the radio or something, how does it make you feel? You're probably going to say to me, yeah, there is some degree of something that opens up inside your heart. You know, if you are a songbird, which you are, and you love music and you love to sing as much as I do, you understand that there is just something unexplainable about the power of song and the power of singing and the power of music that really just makes a human heart flourish. And so for me, when I have those days where I'm like, I can't do this anymore, you know, this is just so overwhelming. I don't know whether what I'm putting out there is helping anyone. I'm not sure if anybody cares. What am I doing? You know, I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. You know, all those awful self-doubt, self-doubting thoughts and negativity that can plague us, especially as creative people, and especially as people who, you know, because we put ourselves out there. You know, I come back to my why. I come back to that why, you know. So why do I do what I do? Why did I create the Songbird.com? Because my mission is to help people flourish and change the world. And singing helps people flourish. And why do I sing personally? Because it brings me joy and it brings other people joy as well. So over to you, Songbird. Why do you sing? What is the reason that you practice your scales every day? What is the reason? What drives you to, after you hear a great song, you're like, oh, I want to sing that too. I'm going to try that. You know, what is it that drives you to open up your mouth and sing? What is it? Is it that you want to use your music to bless a certain group of people? You know, maybe it's that you want to minister to hurting women, or you want to minister to homeless people. I don't know. Like, what is your reason for singing? And you need to know this, and you need to dig deep and ask yourself that, and then you need to write it down. You need to record it somewhere so that on those days when you're like, I'm not good enough, I'm going to give up, right? You need to go and open up that notebook where you wrote down your why, and you need to read it to yourself, and you need to remind yourself of the reason why you're doing this. And then you need to let that fuel you to take one more step and to continue. All right? Giving up is not in the equation. If the answer to your question at the last tea time, when I asked you, how much do you want this? And you said, I desperately want this, then giving up is not an option, Songbird. It isn't, okay? This is not easy. Nobody said that, you know, the singing journey, or trying to become the singer you were created to be, or becoming the person that you were created to be is going to be an easy path. Nobody said that. Nothing good comes easy. All right, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But this is a way that you can help yourself. This is a way that you can actually help yourself to keep on keeping on. And all it takes is one step. You don't need to like, when you're feeling down in the dumps, you don't need to then, all right, I'm going to go and record a whole album. Of course not. You know what I mean? Like when you're feeling down in the dumps and you're like, I don't even know why I'm doing this anymore. You go to your notebook, you open that page up where you wrote your why, and then you say to yourself, okay, what is one teeny, weeny, tiny step that I can take today? And I'm going to take that little step. Maybe your little teeny weeny tiny step is just saying to yourself, I'm not going to give up. Maybe your teeny tiny step is that you say, okay, I'm going to wake up and warm up my voice for 2 minutes. Or maybe your teeny weeny tiny step is that, okay, I'm going to try and inspire and motivate myself by watching a great, tutorial online on singing. And maybe that's from thesongbird.com. Anyway, or maybe not, whatever. Or maybe you're like, okay, I'm going to go and tell a friend, like I'm going to reach out to someone, and I'm going to say, hey, look, can you help me? I'm really feeling like giving up right now. Can you help, can you just like keep me accountable and encourage me? Whatever it is, Songbird, it doesn't matter, but you need to understand and really know deep inside your heart why you do it, so that on days when you feel like just throwing in the towel, you can really just open up that notebook, look at your why, and then go, okay, I'm going to take one little step so that I don't give up. And I just really would like to know, what is your why? Songbird, please share below, because when you actually put out your reason why and you tell people and the community is there and everyone shares, it's really going to be a powerful way of how we can all support each other. You know, it's really hard to go on this journey alone. So don't try to, all right? Share below why. Why is it that you sing? Why is it that you do what you do? I really hope that this encouraged you in some way, and if it did, it'd be really cool if you could like this video. And of course, if you know someone, another songbird in your world that you know would be really encouraged by this message, then I would really encourage you to share this link with them, okay? Because you know what we need to do? We're on a mission together, you and I. We are, okay? You might not know this, but let me just tell you, we are on a mission together, and that mission together is to be able to help, you know, as many songbirds as possible to be the singer they were created to be. And you can do that simply by sharing this video with someone so that they can be encouraged, so that they don't give up as well. Okay, we're all in this together. We're not in competition with each other. We're all in this together, and we are stronger, you know, as one collective. Can you imagine this collective of worldwide singers, right? So yeah, just know that, you know, I include you in on this mission and this vision that I have, that I feel called to. You are such an integral part of it. So yeah, if you felt encouraged by this and you know someone who would be encouraged by this too, please, sharing is caring, let them know about this video. All right, well, once again, you really need to know, Songbird, that I am always believing in you. So keep going, write down your why, share it below, and then share this video with somebody. And I think that's going to really help you to, you know, on those days where you just sort of go, what on earth am I doing? I'm not good enough. You know, this will really help you to just take that one step and continue moving forward. All right, get grounded, take flight, and sing, Songbird. Take care, and I will see you again next time. Bye.